All right, thanks, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Seattle Seahawks and the Houston Gunners. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Throwing on first down. Drake. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Sony Michel. Finding room to the 20. To give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Sony Michel hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks have taken a first quarter lead. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now out comes Houston. Even though they might not find the #1 seed next to their name come playoff time, there's not going to be very many teams, if any, entering the playoffs on the kind of run they're on. They're hot.
And I love that word, hot, because every team in the league wants to go into the playoffs on that uptick. Because a lot of the time you serve notice to the rest of the league that, hey, we're the team you need to deal with. We're the team that's going to be a real problem for you. And if they can continue this streak, they could very well be that team and gain that confidence that they're seeking as they head to the playoffs.
And confidence, that's the word I would use from our meetings with them. They said we're playing our best football right now. It is showing. Back to throw. Drake dumps it off to Mixon. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave him with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Watch it now.
Operating from the gun. Drake. And that is incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Ross on the return. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. They have to be thrilled with that first drive that got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
Down Michelle, and he'll lose yardage here. Going down back at the 28. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5. From the gun, Reeves, and able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete, certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player. You threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Drake, he's going to air one out. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Check, Patriot!
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Back to throw. Drake. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a 1st down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. On the ground, this is Jalen Richard. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Nazaire Jones there on the tackle.
Early down stuffs will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
So a 3rd and 10, and defensively, a dime look, 6 DBs.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Operating from the gun. Drake. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
On 2nd down, Michel. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. Alongside my broadcast partner, Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin hits the Seahawks with a football to begin quarter number 2. They've got a 3rd down and 5 to start things out.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Detroit. Detroit.
From the gun, Reeves. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Taken from just outside the 30. That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7. And out will come the offense as they take over. And now out comes Houston. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. 31 yards there and a 1st down. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Here's a give to Richard. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Drake. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Off play action. Drake. Dancing to his left. And this is going to be incomplete.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
And McManus able to put it through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defense is awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Detroit, Detroit.
They go play action here on first down. That's complete to John Ross. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On first and 10, Reeves. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Detroit! Detroit!
To throw on second down, Reeves. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Detroit! Detroit!
Now a first down carry. It's Michel. And they go backwards here. Losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Leopard!
Looking to throw on second down. Reeves. Forced out to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Detroit! Detroit! Back 99 Philly, here we go!
On third down, Michel. And an alley to run. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for fourth down.
This offense really put themselves in a tough spot on first and second down, needing long yardage to try and pick up a first down, and they ended up getting a great run. Explosive, picked up nice yardage. You don't expect to be in this situation on fourth down, but guess what? It all started with what happened on first and second down. Really put them behind the 8 ball.
Here's Matt Bosher now as he's on to punt for Seattle. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. On first down, Drake buying time to his left. He finds an opening past the 40. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Houston after this timeout.
Detroit! Detroit!
Off the play fake. Drake. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, second down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
Lucky 56.
Throwing again. Drake. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
I know you're trying not to scoreboard watch, but you only got 3 points. You're kind of hoping that type of play there gives you some positive momentum going into the half.
Yeah, need to do something to get more than that 3 number that they have on the scoreboard right now. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And now the Seahawks are going to call another timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. To throw on 2nd down. Drake eluding the pressure right. It's caught right side by Daniels. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Operating from the gun. Drake. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. This will be their first trip to the red zone. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got this one down to the 10. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Drake. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. This drive starts out on the ground with Michel. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about,
nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the defense says they have it. Yes, they got it. Holding on to the football becoming a little bit of an issue. He had 2 fumbles last week, remember.
I played for a guy that used to talk all the time about creating turbulence in the pocket, making the quarterback jumpy, make him antsy, keep getting after him a little bit, and make sure he thinks about holding on to the ball because you're going after him.
On the carry, it's Muhammad. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
It's a quarterback sneak.
Okay, I'll admit it. I'm a little surprised by that call. 2nd and inches. It did what it was intended, but it felt like it was a free play waiting to happen. I thought they might take a shot.
They come out here in the eye. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. It's the fullback. His first touchdown on the year. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
To throw on 2nd down. Reeves to Michel on the dump off. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Michel. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Give them a lot of credit. They ended up running the ball on a key 3rd down situation. They were staring 3 and out in the face and found a way to flip the script and keep the ball moving on offense.
Looking to throw. Reeves going deep downfield for Ross. And it's knocked away and incomplete. John Ross, the one he was looking for. That'll bring up 2nd down. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Philly, here we go. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
To throw again. Reeves. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Reeves. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. The punter Bosher on now as he gets this one away. And this will be taken at the 13. It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And now out comes Houston. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Here's Muhammad. And he's going to be taken down right at about the 15-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Watch him now, Barney! Barney!
They go again with Muhammad. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They'll run with Muhammad. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs. Off play action. Drake. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down. What a difference a week makes. Last week, he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week, he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense, they spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he comes back with one complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Gone! 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 Gone!
Off the play fake. Drake. Wide open receiver complete. Same result as last play, 14 yards and another first down.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
Back to that Philly. Here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Drake. Pass incomplete. He was looking for Daniels that time, and it's 3rd and 4.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Leopard! Leopard!
From the gun on 3rd down. Drake. Over the middle, open is Thomas. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. From the gun, Drake steps away to his left. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll run it. This is Muhammad. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Fighting a safety valve here. That's complete. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
Ground game here with a tailback. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. And McManus able to put it through. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do...
And the ball is knocked out. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Operating from the gun. Reeves. Give him 7 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
Check, Patriot! Patriot! Back that it up, Philly, here we go!
Again, this is Michel, and he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker.
And now the up man has it. It's a fake. And the gamble pays off. They get the 1st. A big breakdown defensively there on the fake punt. Turns into a huge play and a 1st down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down. Reeves. He'll check this one down to Michel. And he'll go down at the 28. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
A good pickup there of 20 yards. They come up on a 1st and goal and most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown and a PAT for the lead.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Trying to pound it in here with Michel. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him for a loss as well here. And one of the reasons they lead in the 4th quarter, plays like that. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Detroit! 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 Gone, gone! Gone, gone!
From the gun, Reeves. A bullet throw, but incomplete. So this defense, they looked a little shaky to start the drive, but bottom line, they're a play away from finishing it off.
They rocked them a little bit on this drive, didn't they? But as you and I both know, it's not how you start, it's how you finish. They have a chance to end it right here.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This one from 35 yards away. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And that will cut the lead back down to 3 at 13-10. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
And this one won't bounce their way. It's covered up by the hands team. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
Now they try the right side here. Oh, now he bowls him over. And he's taken down inside the 30. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And now the Seahawks are going to call another timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. 2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. And they'll go on the ground. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney! Gun! 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 Gun!
Operating from the gun. Drake. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time. I don't know about you, partner, but watching them take the knee there and finish this one off, I feel like I'm going to be sore tomorrow. This was one bruising affair. Low scoring, but my kind of football.
Not a work of art, but maybe in your world, a little bit of a work of art. You like the defensive side.
I thought it was pretty. I can't help myself. I thought it was pretty.
And it ends in a kneel down as the clock rolls down to zeros. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for the home team here, it's an 11th win of the year as they'll finish the regular season at 11-5. And now they'll await the final seeding for the playoffs ahead. Meanwhile, for Seattle, we'll have to see what happens as they're going to finish the year 10-6. And they'll get their shot at playoff football as they'll be on the road next week as a wild card. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.